But I don't like all of these like guys who come from tough backgrounds now trying to pick and choose with this, and when I mean pick and choose, they're acting like they're conflicted over this rat stuff. I'm not conflicted over it. Whether Gunna is a rat or not a rat, he's making some good music. I like it. I do want to say, though, for all of these guys who claim they're gangsters and they come from tough backgrounds, if we've never seen you call out a rat that's from your community or that you've grown up with, leave Gunna alone, man. Because, again, everybody's selectively, like, when they don't know Gunna or they're just piling on. Fat Joe. In Fat Joe from the Bronx, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of rats from the Bronx. Figuratively and literally. And maybe Fat Joe should speak on those people being rats first. You get what I'm saying? But we're not going to hear Fat Joe speak on them. And, it kind of, there's almost this like, oh, yeah, we don't fuck with Gunna type of vibe. But the honest truth is nobody gives a fuck. And everybody's acting like they're so against the idea of what Gunna did. Like, do I think he cooperated? He pretty much did. Right? Even I know it was a plea. I know it was out for plea, but still, like yes, ma'am, it's a YSL's a criminal gang. I felt like that aligned with telling. But regardless, here's the thing. I think that what I've learned about a lot of these street dudes, they all know a few niggas who telling from their hood. Same with Young Thug. This is why, like, even when Young Thug says, I'm like, Young Thug is acting like he had no idea that people were telling. Nigga, everybody who I talked to from Atlanta said his ops, them YFN niggas, was telling him for the longest, yo, your guys are snitching on us. And he didn't care.
Hi, it's Savvy Mike here, and the clip just finished, but before we get into my intro and the rest of this video, I do want to encourage everyone that is watching this video that at least wants to continue to watch my channel. I'm not saying you have to, I'm not saying you do, but please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and the only way I could do that is by getting you to subscribe. And also on the screen, I have my Twitch channel up, where I basically do all of these videos live on Twitch. Like, that's where I do most of the lives at now. So if you want to watch me do these videos live, I'm usually on late at night. No matter what coast you're on, I'm on around the time you're probably asleep. So if you're ever just up with fucking insomnia, you just can't sleep, come on through. I love to chat it up. We could talk about the topics that I have and the clips that I'm playing and reacting to. And I'll also play the game and probably play some 2K, Marvel Rivals, FIFA, Mortal Kombat. A lot goes over here. So please, twitch.tv/SavvyMike96. It is in the description below. I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And well, this went viral a couple of days ago. And while at that moment, I just talked about Gunna, I think, in a Young Thug video, I didn't want to regurgitate any more opinions that I had on the matter, because at the end of the day, I don't like Gunna's music because I don't like Gunna's music. It has nothing to do with whether you believe he snitched or told, even though in my eyes, he definitely snitched. He yes-ma'amed his way right out of court, which is fine. Do whatever you got to do to get out of jail. I'm not mad at it. But at the same time, that's just the truth. And how hip-hop has treated rats before, I would just expect hip-hop to treat Gunna the same way. But apparently, this isn't the hip-hop of old. This isn't the hip-hop of back in the day. This is the new generation hip-hop, where niggas don't give a fuck if you told, as long as the music is hidden. As soon as the music isn't hidden to them niggas, because it ain't hidden to me. I let that be known very clear that I did not like that Gunna album, at least the last one that he put out, no pun intended. That was probably a better bar than every bar he spit on that album, but regardless of it, didn't like that. So he's already fallen off to me. Gunna had a peak, to me at least, where he was making great music on top of being a part of the YSL conglomerate and making good music with Lil Baby and Young Thug. After that, after he yes-ma'amed his way out of court, it honestly hasn't been the same. But it's not because of that. It's just because the music just sounds redundant. He doesn't know what he wants to. Outside of the money, cars, clothes, and hoes, he ain't got shit else to talk about. And I just, to me, is put it on in the background and just have it be background noise. Too cool. If that's what y'all want to hear, y'all got it. But either way, outside of that being my opinion on the whole situation, Fat Joe had his own opinions on it. Clearly, he liked the Gunna album, but he having a hard time really fucking with it because Gunna's a snitch. So we're gonna watch this clip, and then after this, we're gonna watch the title of this video, the clip of DJ Akademiks basically violating and calling out Fat Joe for being a hypocrite towards the snitches in rap. Let's listen.
All the hottest guys in the game, rats. Like, I get a phone call from somebody, he says, yo, man, you got to check this album out. Ever since ever since I assumed you a rat, your people ain't fucking with you no more, I'm not listening. I'm off you, no matter what you do. And I get on the plane, and they fuck me. I listened to this album. This album was so good. I was so guilty of this shit. I listened to this album. I said, shit.
Didn't know you talking about Gunna.
I'm not saying throw the flag. Throw the flag. Now
No,
you got a
he's talking
flag.
about.
You got a flag. You have a flag. Because we said we wasn't mentioning names like
No,
that.
but you just said all of that, and
all I said the album was fire. There's a million rats out there.
That you like his album.
Nah. And
You
so
just
what
said
happens
you liked it. You just said you enjoyed it, and then said nah.
No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying
You just said it.
So where is, we don't care no more in hip hop? You can rap? No, I'm asking.
You can't rap.
But what if you do? You got the #1 album?
See, that's the thing. We just want people to keep it a buck. If you like the music, you like the music. Whether he told or not, shouldn't really matter, right? So if you like it, you like it. It should just be good to you. But my thing is, see, I had somebody in my comments. He was talking about, yeah, see, what Ak and Savvy don't understand is that us in LA, we don't care that Gunna told. We fuck with Gunna because he a real nigga. We vibe with his music and he a real, we fuck with, so, and I'm not mad at what he was saying in the comments. That makes sense, but I feel like that same guy doesn't like 6ix9ine. It's just like, can we keep it fair? A lot of niggas' careers die after the snitch allegations come out. We're gonna get into the Lil Zay Osama and Whack 100 crash out in the next video after this. But Whack 100, 1090 Jake, a lot of these niggas / wiggers that made a lot of money off of exposing the snitches in rap. And got a lot of clout off of exposing the snitches in rap. And those snitches, probably because they weren't as popular as Gunna, because that's all it truly is. Trust me, it's not his music. Fat Joe is he's lying. I don't think he really loved that Gunna album like he's saying he did. It's just the fact that it sold as much as it sold, and he's looking at the numbers like, damn. So people really liking this shit? Like, is people really rocking with this shit? And he told? Yes, man, his way out of court? Yeah. Clearly somebody likes it. And while there's nothing wrong with that, music, movies, TV, anything creative is subjective. So if you like it, that's fine with me. But at the same time, you have to be fair. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Enough of this. Be honest. It ain't his music. It's because he popular. It's because he got clout. It's because the women still love him. Like, that's all it is. That's it. If everybody loved 6ix9ine as much as they loved Gunna, then 6ix9ine would still have a career. But no, during his inception, at least, 6ix9ine created a lot of enemies. He created a lot of ops, a lot of haters by going after the people they loved or beefing with those guys, blah, 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 this is that and the third. And so people wanted to see his empire crumble. They wanted to see it fall. So when it started to, and he had to tell to get out of the situation, they held him to the cross. Y'all was ready to. But unfortunately with Gunna, everybody likes him. They have no reason not to. He hasn't been disrespectful towards nobody. He hasn't killed nobody. He just was a guy rapping with some gang members, apparently. It had nothing to do with nothing. He knew of all the gang activity they had going on. He knew of this, that, and the third. He yes-ma'amed his way out of court. But regardless of all that, he didn't kill nobody. He didn't send nobody to kill somebody. He was just like 6ix9ine, using the flag, whether that be the 9 Trey Bloods or the Slimes in Atlanta or YSL, using the flag to get notoriety and clout so people could listen to his music. So all I'm saying is 6ix9ine and Gunna should get the same fucking treatment. That's it. Done yapping.
You got 2 million people on your live, you're this and that. What the fuck is going on the earth? And Gunna ain't right. He just said the gun in the car wasn't his, and there's only one other person in the car with him.
What?
You get that on the way home. This is crazy out here.
Shit.
Michael tells him, you broke my heart. You broke my heart. Yeah. Let me try to lighten this shit up a little, you know?
Please do, because you over there going too gangster.
Let me tell you something.
You said you liked the album. That's what you...
Should,
It's a good album. It's a good album.
The album is good.
But you feel bad listening to it?
Yeah, I'm a different, you know, I had a friend, one of my best friends, one of the funniest guys in the world. Like, you would laugh all day. He would make you laugh all day. One of my best friends. And he kept hustling. And I'm Fat Joe the rapper. And I say, yo, bro, let me buy you a boat. Like I said, I don't let people take advantage of me. But I begged him, let me buy you a bodega. Let me get you a fucking laundromat. Let me buy you something so you can get... He did the Rich Porter. The streets love me. I'm this and that. He's talking all this shit. He gets snatched up by the feds. Right? Like, damn. One night, I'm in Washington Heights. We have a dinner after the club. You know how you go to the spot after the club and eat? And Dominican dude jumps up and goes, yo! Yo! Your friend! Your friend telling the Dominicans! Your friend! In the middle of a restaurant in Washington Heights. And I'm sitting there. And I look at him, I knew exactly what he was talking about. So he told me the name. I said, Papi, I don't sell drugs. You never see me around this. Don't do this ever again to me. You talking to the wrong guy. I don't sell drugs. I rap. This is that. And I'll punch you in your face next time you do some shit like that. Straight up, right? Calmed him down. His crew grabbed him. But he had a point, valid point. You hanging out with niggas talking about you ain't with the rats, this, that. The nigga ran. He comes home from jail. And they sending me messages like, yo, this nigga ain't even got a jacket. It's cold. It's this, that. I never went to see this guy one time in my life after he ratted because he violated the code. And this is a guy, I can still tell you to this day, I loved him like a best friend. I loved him. But because of the code, I can't fuck with him. Mm. Right? And so I've been through this in my life. And so to see it so acceptable, how everybody's acting like, yo, it's okay. It's no problem. It's good music. Let's separate the art form from what it is. That's it. We move it on.
So big.
But I don't like all of these like guys who come from tough backgrounds now trying to pick and choose with this, you know, and when I mean pick and choose, they're acting like they're conflicted over this rat stuff. I'm not conflicted over it. Whether Gunna is a rat or not a rat, he's making some good music. I like it. I do want to say, though, for all of these guys who claim they're gangsters and they come from tough backgrounds, if we've never seen you call out a rat that's from your community or that you've grown up with, leave Gunna alone, man. Because, again, everybody's selectively, like, you know, when they don't know Gunna or they're just piling on, Fat Joe. In Fat Joe from the Bronx, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of rats from the Bronx. Figuratively and literally. And maybe Fat Joe should speak on those people being rats first. You get what I'm saying? But we're not going to hear Fat Joe speak on them. And, you know, it kind of, there's almost this like, oh, yeah, we don't fuck with Gunna type of vibe. But the honest truth is nobody gives a fuck. And everybody's acting like they're so against the idea of what Gunna did. Like, do I think he cooperated? He pretty much did. Right? Even I know it was a plea. I know it was Alfred plea, but still like yes, ma'am, it's a YSL's a criminal gang. I felt like that aligned with telling. But regardless, here's the thing. I think that what I've learned about a lot of these street dudes, they all know a few niggas who telling from their hood. Same with Young Thug. This is why, like, even when Young Thug says, I'm like, Young Thug is acting like he had no idea that people were telling. Nigga, everybody who I talked to from Atlanta said his ops, them YFN niggas, was telling him for the longest, yo, you know your guys are snitching on us. And he didn't care. He didn't care until he felt he got snitched on. So, again, you know, it's easy to kind of like be like, oh, I'm not like this guy over here. But I think everybody selectively picks and chooses which rat they want to campaign against. And it's easy to kind of like act like you're not with the Gunna train, even though I see most people come back around. That's why they keep hedging their bets. They're like, oh, yeah, he's a rat, but he's making good music. You're hedging your bet. But I'm wondering if Fat Joe would call out all the rats from the Bronx. There's a lot of them. You should call them out. Just like how he's calling out a rat from Atlanta. Atlanta ain't close to the Bronx. Regardless, if it makes being a quote-unquote rat for these artists to lock in and focus and actually make good music, because the antics and all the other theatrics will not save you when it's music that only matters, shit, I guess maybe there should be more rats. Because Gunna has realized that an interview won't save him, people liking him won't save him, a cosign won't save him. Only good music will save him, and he's in fact delivering that. So maybe if rappers got a little bit knocked off their pedestal, and even if I guess they're seen as whatever, if they could lock in with music, people would probably identify with them a little bit more.
And Gunna's definitely locked in. I'll say that much. 25 tracks on one album. Oh, he's locked in. He's making a lot of music. That's for sure. Now, while all these hip hop heads and pundits will tell you it's good, and I'll sit here, I'll be honest with you, it's 2 good songs on that album. The lead single is good. I forgot the name of it, but the lead single that he had the music video, that one was good. I like that one. And Biting My Game, that's a good song. I'm not mad at it. Everything else, I could have done without. Just didn't need to hear just a full pack of fucking mid. That's all it was. It wasn't even the good mid. It was the Reggie. It was the bad mid. It was the mid that you feel nothing when you smoke. You just don't feel anything. You're just smoking at that point. You're just inhaling and blowing shit out. You better off smoking a Black and Mild. That's how mid that Gunna album was to me. To me. I can understand to other people that they probably really enjoy it. A few good songs. But that's what I want to hear from all these hip hop. Stop telling me the album's good. Give me a real review. Tell me what you like on the album. What isn't good. Like, give me an actual review. Don't just, oh, it's good and it's selling and then move on. Because now I agree with Ak. You're hedging your bets. I have no bets to hedge over here. I don't give a damn. It was mid to trash. Damn near trash. If not trash. I'm being nice saying mid. I'm being nice calling it Reggie. Honestly, it's some shit you shouldn't be smoking. It is the Black and Mild. That's what the Gunna album is. It's the cigarettes. It's the Newports. It's the menthol 100s. Put it down. I would tell Gunna to put the mic down, but he's selling music. So I can't. He's actually selling. A lot of these niggas ain't selling. A lot of these niggas need to put the mic down. But he's selling. People still care about the music that he's making. And like Jadakiss said, so be it. So be it. But to make it very clear, because like it's people on the internet don't hear. they want to hear what you saying that they don't like, and then they can go in the comments and rage out on you. Let me say it clearly. I don't like Gunna because he told. That's not why I don't like Gunna. I don't have a problem with him. I don't know him. So only problem I have with Gunna is his music. And if I'm to be a critic and give you my honest opinion and thoughts, it's not, the last album wasn't that good. And I feel like Gunna can do better than that. I feel like he should be working with other producers. Hopefully this opens the door for that. Hopefully this opens the door for him to work with somebody else other than Turbo. That's all I'm asking. So, if anything, take my criticism to heart and just let's hope he get better. And if not, I'll be here to call it out until he does. Till then, as always, I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.